Almost a year ago now, an Icelandic sheep named Brad was moved away from his home, but he managed to escape, and now his adventure, followed by many on social media, is being showcased in a fun children's book. And here with us to talk about it is the author and illustrator, Beth Petrowski. Beth, appreciate you taking the time to come chat about your book.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Of course, and so you were inspired to turn Brad's adventure, which was followed, like I said, by many on social media, into a children's book. What motivated you to start this adventure?
Well, he'd visited our backyard about 2 weeks into his journey, and it was just such a surprise to see a sheep in our backyard. And he did hang around for a couple of days. I called the police to try to, because they wanted to know, they wanted to try to capture him as well. But I thought I could just lure him with a container of corn into our garage, and he wasn't having it.
Oh,
he
sure.
would not come in our garage. He's pretty much wild.
Is that the wildest thing you've seen in your backyard since your time living here?
I've actually seen a couple bears in our backyard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Brad to me just sounds like a free spirit. Like he does whatever he wants to do. He doesn't care what other people think. I like Brad. I can relate to
Everybody
Brad.
loves Brad.
Yeah.
What can we learn from Brad after his huge adventure here?
Well, we can learn a lot about determination and self-reliance, and he had this very unusual ability to find his way back to Carlton, his homing instinct, which is very uncommon in sheep. So that's kind of the standout qualities that Brad had. Mm-hmm. He's still around.
He's still around. He's doing very well in Carlton, right?
Exactly.
Yep. And just the fact, I want to point out, I mean, these are the North Woods here. There's a lot of stuff that can happen on your way on that long of a journey.
Yes.
It's amazing that nothing actually happened to Brad.
It really is. And his owner, Ryan, said the same thing. Brad just was either one lucky sheep or really one smart sheep. But he made it through a lot of dangerous situations, and he was just as healthy when he got back home to his farm as he was when he left. Icelandic sheep are known for eating pretty much any kind of vegetation. And because of that, they're very healthy sheep. So he was very healthy, and he had no problems. He couldn't understand why everybody was so worked up about him.
He's like, I'm just trying to find my way home.
Yeah, what's the big deal, everybody?
What were the conversations like with you and Brad's owner, Ryan? I mean, incredible. So essentially, Ryan takes Brad to two harbors. Brad escapes two harbors and almost makes it all the way back down to Carlton, Minnesota.
Right. Yes. Ryan is, in my view, an excellent farmer. He raises sheep only, and he shears off the wool a couple times a year. He's got a donkey named Molly that is the protector of all the sheep. He actually kicks, like if bears have gotten into the pen, and Molly protects the sheep by kicking them.
Oh, wow.
And coyotes as well. So, and Ryan practices a really good kind of farming that you just relies on the earth and the regeneration of the grasses and everything from the manure, and the sheep are just really, really wonderful sheep.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Beth. This is your first book, correct, that you've written?
Yes.
So it's not like you've been writing forever, you got this inspiration, now you're writing another book. This is the first ever book you've ever written. Is that daunting? What's the process like when you're first writing a book like this?
Well, it is daunting because it takes a long time. People might think children's books are easy, but they are not easy. And each of the illustrations took me a long time in terms of composition and actual execution. Most of the illustrations are a combination of photos and AI and a lot of special treatments in Photoshop. So they're very time consuming, but they were very fun. And it was fun to bring Brad to life in his imaginary world because the book shifts back and forth between reality, known places he went, as well as his imagination.
Wow.
I think another thing cool, awesome about the book, Beth, is that it inspires the reader to want to go on their own adventure. After
Absolutely.
After documenting what Brad's been through, have you been inspired to maybe go on a adventure of your own?
I always like adventures, so I didn't really need any additional inspiration. But Brad just one reviewer said, "Brad makes my heart smile."
Oh.
And it is true. Brad is a very special sheep, and actually they're all pretty darn cute, but Brad has just a special personality, and he's kind of standoffish, but you love him anyway. So, yeah, he's just a great sheep, and it's a great story, and I think children can connect with it because they can connect emotionally with his struggles, and then they can apply what Brad did to their own life and their own struggles and their own triumphs.
That's amazing. And we touched a little bit on it, but what is Brad up to now? Brad's still around, correct?
Yes, he is.
Yes.
Ryan's going to keep him forever. So
In Carleton County.
He still lives on his farm, and he had 5 offspring since he was brought back.
Wow.
He's a pappy.
But he's not able to do that anymore. He's done with that.
He got to live an adventure, and now he's starting another adventure.
Another one.
He was causing too much commotion.
One way or another.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, very cool. Also, Beth, very cool that you got Mayor Reinert to do the foreword too on that book. Yeah.
Yeah. Mayor Reinert is a pilot, so once he saw it and saw the cover, he liked it. And he liked the fact that the book highlights so many famous locations here in Duluth and the surrounding areas that people like to visit. So that's why I think adults like it as well. It's a nice book for them to bring home and remember their trip to Duluth.